Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Checking in on the market rundown. So the SPY bulls came out swinging this morning from the open, but again, look at the volume, just completely non-existent. The lowest volume, or I should say tied for the lowest volume day of the year pretty much. 20-day average volume has been dropping consistently for the entire month of April. And even with that being the fact, we were 2/3 of the average 20-day volume. So, as I've said in the past, the volume for me does not matter for the bulls. Normally, on an individual stock, I need to see increasing bull volume on moves to the upside. That is not the case for the S&P 500. I learned my lesson after the election back years ago, and I saw that the market can run without bull volume, but we cannot play counter the trend and see bear action without significant bear volume. So that makes it easier for the bulls to keep up, and it makes it clear that we have to see bear volume spikes for any kind of follow through. So we have an hourly equilibrium looking at the extended hours action from Thursday. I'm looking at the low of Thursday pre-market, just before the open that is, high of Thursday, higher low, double top, higher low at the low of today, and then we broke resistance right at the end of the day. So an hourly bull break, which tells us our daily higher low is clearly established now, and that level is down at 288.66, and the bulls are looking up at the 2019 high of 291.43. So bulls are in full control. The hourly higher low last formed is in the afternoon here at 289.92. That's the first key support level to be watching. IWM is still seeing weakness. We have not seen follow through for the bulls. We lost the daily uptrend by breaking support. And to confirm a downtrend, we would then need to bounce, see a lower high compared to 158.11, and then drop down to a lower low. So if we get a lower high and a lower low, we will confirm the downtrend. At this point, we have just lost the uptrend, not the same thing. So the weekly time frame is looking like an equilibrium, in my opinion, as the most likely scenario. High of 159.50, low of the pullback, inability to break resistance by about $1.40, and now we're looking for a weekly higher low to form compared to 148.41. QQQ on the daily time frame, all bulls. We broke to higher highs, confirming the daily bull flag. Netflix bulls have responded completely and recovered from their bearish initial reaction to earnings and have moved on to higher highs. The entire sector that is waiting on earnings, Facebook on Wednesday, Twitter on Wednesday, and then we're waiting for Amazon and Google further on down the line, and Apple. But the bulls are strong in the tech sector. That all-time high, 187.53. We keep hitting all-time highs, new all-time high today. Hourly higher low for the bulls to keep full control. We were consolidating at the end of the day, didn't really establish a clear level. I'm looking at 187.47 as the first hourly support for the bulls to maintain the uptrend. XLF, financial sector today. So we're now starting the consolidation. We saw a higher low every single day, 6 days in a row, and we broke that today. So that tells us to shift perspective and zoom out from the hourly, where we lost the hourly uptrend, to zoom out to the daily to look for the higher low to form. Anything above 26.28 is a higher low, keeping the bulls in control. Bulls have a ton of space to work with. It's very healthy consolidation at this point. No red flags. We're working our way through the majority of the financial sector earnings. And the question is, can the bulls keep the uptrend? And they certainly are keeping the uptrend at this point. Biotech sector and healthcare sector on watch for tomorrow. The oversold bounce started on Thursday. We got no follow through today. So that's given us 2 daily inside bars on both of these names. And that's going to be key for me tomorrow. If these daily inside bars break bullish, then our daily bounce is underway. We are just looking for a daily lower high to form on this bounce, but that will give the bulls, the S&P 500 bulls, some extra momentum to try and see new 2019 highs, in my opinion. If we see the inside bars break bearish, we're going to be looking down at the recent low and heading towards daily oversold conditions. XBI key support, 83.69. XLV key support, which is already oversold on the daily, that's down at 85.51. So ideally, I would like to see an open within the range of today and a bull break to see that bounce get some follow through. Oil on absolute fire for the bulls. Healthy consolidation on the daily time frame for about a week and a half. And then overnight Sunday, huge explosion to higher highs. A lack of resistance in this zone. The bulls have had complete control on this bounce. And we're now looking up at 67.92 as the next level. Daily higher low is 63.44. As long as bulls keep that control, they're in full control as long as they keep that support level. Resistance 65.97. And we look on the 4-hour time frame. Healthy 4-hour consolidation currently underway. 65.27 is short-term support. Very strong for oil. And all that does is makes the bulls confident on the S&P 500. Let's look at the volatility index. Volatility index, anything under 1440 is just a lower high. And we're seeing higher opens and weak closes. Weak closes the vast majority of the time. We're looking at 6 out of the last 8 days we've closed near the low of the day. So still no real follow through. And that remains the case. Natural gas, daily bounce is underway. We were oversold on the 4-hour and daily time frame. Anything under 272 is just a daily lower high. So short-term oversold bounce, cooling off RSI levels, still a potential daily bear flag. So we do have to be skeptical of this bounce. I would say the bulls need to make their way over 256 in order to negate that daily bear flag. So patiently watching for a daily trend change, but that's not happening anytime soon. So keeping natural gas on the back burner. Keeping an eye on it in case I see a setup I like, but doesn't look like anything in the near term. So overall, the market bulls are still in full control. It's very healthy consolidation. Oil bullish only helps. Financial sector holding on just fine with healthy daily consolidation underway. The tech sector is still very strong. And the biotech sector and healthcare sector have yet to bounce meaningfully on the daily time frame. And that can only help market bulls as well once that does get going. So that remains the case. We'll keep an eye on it day in and day out, and we'll check back in tomorrow. Hope you have a good rest of your night. So these are praying mantis egg sacs. Pretty big. So I stick them in a bag and let them heat up for up to 8 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, and then they'll start hatching. And then you release them into the garden when they're small and they'll eat the aphids, and then as they grow up, they'll eat bigger stuff. So I'm going to be a mantis daddy. They're so pumped. They've been in there for days.